don't know where I put my water bottle. Welcome to the late show on Conformity Farm. Now we're going to tackle some other panels. Eli, you boy. All right. Let's see, what do we got next? So we still got the Hamder stuff. I'd like to get in there again. I'd like to come back, comb over it again if I can, but I'm going to keep going. Oh, I guess I got to do these two panels. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is terrible. Ooh. Some deceit as well. Makes it even worse. What if we do...
How's your boy? Thank you for asking. Is there anything we can do? Thanks for asking us enough. So what are your plans? Is this about buying out my tracks here? Yes. The cable was about my Coyote Hills lease. We'd like that too. What's your offer on Coyote Hills? We'll offer $150,000 for full title. That's a deal. What's next? You have 11,000 acres in Little Boston. You have one proven well that was damaged. 3 wells proven. You haven't been paying attention. That's 3 proven wells. I'll make you a millionaire while you're sitting here from 1 minute to the next. And what else would I do with myself? Are you asking me? What else would I do with myself? Take care of your son. I don't know what you would do. If you were me and Stan would offer to buy what you had for $1 million, why? So why?
Hey, what's up, Fujo Bear? Didn't see you there.
I was just scratch around in the dirt and find it like the rest of us instead of buying up someone else's hard work.
Welcome to the Conformity Farm late night show.
Gonna change your shipping cost.
This is where I might say bad words like button or
Railroads.
what's another bad word? Only reserved for the late night show. Well, liver. Yeah, I might say liver tonight. I might not.
Pipeline, make a deal with Union Oil, be my guest.
Whoops.
But if you can't pull it off, you've got an ocean of oil under your feet, nowhere to go. Turn it over to us.
Maybe a shot of them seeing the bar. That might help some context, because I feel like I move things along a little too fast. You just met this character. Oops. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, let's do this.
You just tell me how to run my family.
Come on.
Anything more important now that you've proven the field we're offering to buy you out? One night I'm gonna come to you inside of your house, wherever you're sleeping, and I'm gonna cut your throat. What are you talking about? Have you gone crazy, Daniel? I heard what you said. What did you say? Tell me about my son. Why are you acting insane and threatening to cut my throat? Don't tell me about my son. I'm not telling you anything. I'm asking you to be reasonable. If I've offended you, I apologize. I'll see what I can do.
This parcel here is a 3,000-acre ranch owned by B.L. Harper. This is San Luis Obispo County land. From here to the coast, it's all union owned.
What's this? Why don't I own this? Why don't I own this?
That's the Bandy tract. He was the holdout when you were doing the buying. He had hoped to speak with you. Can't you just build a pipeline around this tract?
Can I build around 50 miles of Tehachapi Mountains? Don't be thick in front of me, Al.
I can go to an end.
No, I'll go and talk to the man. I'll talk to him, show you how it's done. All right, back it up, Henry. How big is this room?
Why are you sharing with another boy?
Who?
An older boy, about 12? Been there for a year, named Bowen.
How big is the room?
Oh, it's a fair size. Got enough space. Are you taking Henry with you to meet Union Order?
You the son of William Bandy?
Grandson.
Is he here?
No, he's out.
Where is he?
Told you he's out. Now what do you want?
I'm Daniel Plainview. I want to talk with him about his property.
About what?
I believe I'll talk with him about that.
You're that old man, aren't you?
That's right.
I don't want you drilling out here.
Well, I don't want it either. Now, when will he be back?
A few days.
Tell him I'd like to speak with him, not about drilling. I'll be back in a week.
Huh. Interesting. That's new. I'm learning. How come you're still doing that? Yeah, whatever. What a great song. That's probably the song that'll signal to YouTube that this isn't mine.
Here's the Union Oil. 100 miles of pipeline and all the independent producers of this great station.
You working on the shadows? Yeah, I'm working on the shadows. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, I'm doing some stuff on the shadows. I'm kind of working on this a little bit longer than
I thought as a boy that was the most
usual. I want to add a little more to it.
I wanted to live in it. And eat in it. And clean it. Even as a boy, I wanted to have children run around in it.
You can have anything you like now, Daniel. And you should. Where you gonna build it?
Here, maybe, near the ocean.
Would you make it look like that house?
I think if I saw that house now, it'd make me sick.
We can eat and get some women.
Take him to the Peachtree Dance. I say get liquored up and take him to the Peachtree Dance.
Yeah.
No. This is the perfect music for this scene.
Have some money, please.
the name of the farm next to the hill house? What was the name of the farm next to the hill house?
Oops.
I can't remember.
Who are you?
I'll leave, Dan.
Who are you?
I'm Noah. Just let me get up and go.
Do I have a brother?
I met a man in King City. He said he was your brother. We were friends for months, working in King City. And he wanted to make his way to you, Dan. We didn't have any money. He died of tuberculosis. He wasn't harmed, wasn't killed, nothing bad. But he told me about you. And I just took his story, used his diary. Daniel, Daniel, I'm your friend. I'm not trying to hurt you. Yeah. Just survive.
Ah, dang it.
to lease your land.
I had asked for you to come and talk to me before, when you were leasing land.
That's right, yes. My boy's been very sick.
This was before your boy got sick. Now, I know that you would like to build a pipeline through my property. Is that right, what I've heard?
That's absolutely right. And, well, it's 8-inch pipe. It could be buried with your consent. Guaranteed. Absolutely no disruption.
God has told me what you must do.
What is that?
You should be washed in the blood of Jesus Christ.
Oh, but I am. I have been washed, Mr. Bandy. I have been.
It's your only way to salvation. And your only way for what you want. You can take it at the Church of the Third Revelation.
I'll pay you $3,000.
I'd like you to be part of our church.
I'll pay you $5,000.
Be baptized. Be forgiven for this sin that you've done.
What sin are you referring to, Mr. Bandy? My sin of drilling?
I'm amazed at the time and dedication it takes to just for one page. Yeah, I know. But look at how much better the page is. The page is a lot better. So there'll be pages in the book that aren't, amazing. But yeah. I'm kind of leaning into this one a little too much. All right.
I'm afraid that's just not the case. The doctrine of universal salvation is a lie, is it not? It's a lie. I wish everyone could be saved, but they won't. No, they won't. You will never be saved if you reject the blood.
Good. Good. Reject the blood. Yes.
For salvation. A new member. I'll ask it again.
All the pages are amazing. Thanks, Fujo Bear.
Yes.
Someone comes in here. All the pages are terrible. Fujo Bear, you may have found... Ooh, actually, this is a pretty good drawing right here, this line drawing.
We have a sinner with us here who wishes for salvation.
So we got to do maybe a little bit more on this, but this does what it needs to do for now.
Can't hear you, Daniel. Say it to him. Go ahead and speak to him. It's all right.
Yes.
Down on your knees. And to
Get on your knees, Daniel.
and say it.
I'm a sinner.
What do you want me to say?
You've come here and you've brought good and wealth, but you have also brought your bad habits as a backslider. You've lusted after women and you have abandoned your child. Your child that you raised, you have abandoned all because he was sick and you have sinned. So say it now. I am a sinner. Say it louder. I am a sinner.
I am a sinner.
Louder, Daniel. I am a sinner.
I am a sinner.
I am sorry, Lord.
I am sorry, Lord.
I am sorry, Lord.
Blood.
Want the blood?
You have abandoned your child.
I've abandoned my child.
I will never backslide.
I will never
I
backslide.
was lost, but now I am
I was
found.
lost, but now I'm
I
found.
have abandoned my child.
Abandoned my child.
Say it louder.
I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my child! I've abandoned my boy!
Beg for the blood.
Give me the blood, Lord! And let me get
Does he
away.
say, "Get me out of
You
here"?
accept
Give me the blood, Lord!
for the
Give me the blood
blood.
and let me get out of here.
Give me the blood, Lord! And let me get away!
Do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior?
Yes, I do.
Get out of here, devil! Out, devil! Out, sin! Do you accept the church of the third revelation as your spiritual God?
Dude, Daniel.
Do you accept Jesus Christ as your Savior?
Yes, I do.
That's my favorite line of the whole movie. Oh, that's so good.
Do you accept Jesus Christ as your Savior?
Yes, I do.
It's so absurd. Oh, Daniel Day-Lewis is amazing. He's the one, man. I like to make Conformity Farm and watch masters at work. I like to watch Kim Jong-gi. I like to listen to Mozart. I like to watch Daniel Day-Lewis. I mean, why not? There's no shame in it. Okay. Oh, that's cool. All right. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. We might be able to write a scene where Leica gets fired and they can actually have a relatively compelling scene. Let's write the scene now. Give me the blood, Eli. Eli, you boy. So then this could be inserted in the first page, but let's write something in here. So we could say something like, well, it could be that, or, well, he just falls, so I guess he's going to get him something. Yeah.
Too heavy for me. That's the pipeline, see? All the way to the sea.
Wow. Anyway, all right. Bring me the pipeline. No, the pipe.
Let's take a look at you. That's it. That's it. That's it. Let's get some decent food inside of you. That's all we need here is a good, strong, expensive meal. You hungry? Waiter, 2 steaks, whiskey, and water for Emily. And goat's milk. Very good, sir. We're gonna have this teacher help you. He's gonna help take care of all of us. Understand? So I need you. Need your help. We've got everything we need now to build this company.
Good afternoon, Daniel.
Oh, perfect.
Good afternoon. Hello, H.M. Tilford.
You don't have to shout.
Pleasure.
I believe we ordered these drinks before those people.
I am sorry about that, sir. I'll have your steaks right out.
So, the standard offered us $1 million for the little Boston leases. I told H.M. Tilford where he could shelf that. We made a deal with Union on the pipeline. And that whole ocean of oil underneath our fields. I want you to look over there.
Daniel, let me
Look
introduce.
over there. You see? That's my son. You see him?
Yes,
You see?
I see him.
Don't tell me how to raise my family. I told you not to tell me how to raise my family.
Daniel,
So what do you see?
I'm very happy for you that.
Yes, I made a deal with Union. My son is happy, he's safe.
Congratulations.
I'm taking care of him now, so.
Excellent.
You look like a fool, don't you?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Excuse me, gentlemen. Excuse him, gentlemen. I told you what I was gonna do.
Yes, I'm going on a mission. Where are you going? Whaling up titles in my Jamaica, sir. Well, I want you to know.
In 3/4 of an hour.
Oh, maybe she doesn't ask here. Guess it's like a cellar. It's a little bit all over the place, but that's all right. All right, we can cut this. Cool. Nom, 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 nom. And I like that we wrote the Hamder Indro story without really many words at all. Just is what it is. So then we need Hamder here. And then then we follow Cool. All right, I think we got all the drawings that we need for this portion of the story. We might have to wait to build these up outside of
Closest associate. He hears everything.
the front of the apron. So people can pick up second... Oh, sorry. My bad. My bad. So people can pick up the second book and still enjoy it without having the first. Yeah, that's the theory. Yeah, for sure. It's got everything you need to get through it. I don't know how I'm going to release this. This is kind of like a second edition on the same story. So if I add to the first book and you bought through the website, I can send you a PDF of whatever's added on if it's not in the second book, because you shouldn't have to buy the same book twice.
Tell you first.
I mean, for now, I guess.
Love you very much.
Or I just keep the second book a better book.
Learn to love what I do because of you.
Yeah.
I'm going to Mexico. I'm taking Mary, and I'm going to Mexico.
Going to Mexico with my wife.
I miss working outside. I miss the fields. Will only be for a time. For me to do my own drilling. Start my own company. It's time to make a change.
Ooh, what if this turns into being like one of the best characters? Because I assume that Hamder will just be like Ratatouille for Laika. Like Hamder is just going to be under Laika's helmet. You'll see.
No, it's not like that.
It is like that, boy.
Yeah. Well, it's because I'm still developing this story.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I'm adding some stuff to the first book. But I might not do that. I might not. We'll see what happens. Whatever I end up doing, I end up doing. Because I imagine... Because I want to move on to another project. So I'm not going to do Conformity Farm,
I know you and I have disagreed over many
this
things.
particular story in the universe. I'm going to try to go into different portions of the story based on characters that kind of branch off.
I'd like to hear you speak instead of your little dog. Woof, 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 woof.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's such a bully. Wow, all this makes more sense now. And it's 11 o'clock. I'm not even tired. I'm pretty energized by this story, honestly. Woof, 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 woof. I'm going to Mexico with my wife.
I'm going to Mexico with my wife. I'm going
Well,
away from
here's the thing. Hamder's actually already in the first book. Hamder are the Easter eggs. If you look in the first book, Hamder makes an appearance on, well, the pages aren't numbered, but he makes an appearance right in the right at the beginning of the second act. Actually, Hamder's right here. The end of the first act, we actually see Hamder. Hamder's always been a part of the story. You got to be a hardcore fan to know that, though. And then we see Hamder when the Space Cat... So Hamder's always been on Flufferton. If you go to the second act...
Tell him what I said.
If you go into the second act, Hamder is in the ship. So in this drawing here, he's in the ship, like as they go to peek. It's so hard for me to aim, sorry. He's right there. And then he's actually on the character's head when they meet Charda. But the problem was, when my deadline for this book came, I never wrote enough for Hamder. So I had to cut him. So he's always been there. Yeah, if you look around, he's in there. He's in this one too. When they're inside of Zeke's stomach, he's in there on top of Oliver's head. And actually, when they chase him down, I think he's on Jammer's head. He's this constant Easter egg. Yeah, here he is. There it is. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff. I put a lot of work into the book and the story, but you have to meet deadlines, otherwise you get eaten up in this business. So I had a deadline and I had to make sacrifices. But Hamder made a comeback. It was brought up in a meeting recently. They were like, it was brought up like, hey, can we squeeze Hamder in there? And I go, I don't know. He's kind of close to it. And then I actually said, he's cut. And they're like, aw. And then an opportunity came up because I knew I had to expand this Leica story, because Leica is a really important portion of the story at the end. He's the loyal pillow, loyal to Charta. And so we need to follow that character around, and just being like a chef is not, I mean, it's kind of interesting, but it's not enough. So I needed another character, and I go, well, we got Hamder. So that's the reason why I'm writing Hamder in right now. You're literally watching me write portions of the story to kind of support it. But it's tough because it's kind of an art book at the same time. So you want to look at the art, but if you're looking at these other kind of like sub-prime drawings, if you will, they're a lower. You want to come jump up here, Kiki? Want to come up here? No? Can I pick you up? No? Okay. That's okay. Yeah. What was I talking about? I don't know. The cat didn't want to be held. It bummed me out. Come on, Kiki. Come hang out with me. Come on, Kiki. Come here. Come say hi. She does know that there's like colors to look at. She just thinks it's all boring. Because I got a TV out here. I put on cat TV for her a lot of the times. I tried to put it on while I was on my trip, and it just didn't, I don't know. YouTube's been checking me out too to make sure I don't keep things on too long. They're like, literally after watching something for like 45 minutes, they're like, are you still there? I thought I could keep YouTube on for like a weekend, but eventually it'll turn itself off. Say hi to the people. Say hi, stream. Yeah, she's not interested. This is the most boring screen we got at the house. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Not too bad. Not too bad. Wait, no, really? Derrick Rose is a free agent. I mean, I don't think it might be a bad thing to pick him up as a bull. It might be a bad roster spot, though. It's tough. You know, you want to make these kinds of decisions, but to be honest, there's only, what is a roster? 15 pieces? Hamder seems like a great character and story. Just seems like weird timing. Hamder seems like a great story and just seems like weird timing. Yeah, I could see that. But just trust the process. Trust the process. It'll flow just fine. Because a lot of this story needed to be flushed out in detail. Like we needed to spend time with these characters. And so Hamder isn't a big... Oh, do you mean weird timing as in near the deadline? Because I don't think that's relevant, honestly. Whatever you got to do, you got to do. What's up, Keith? Yeah, don't worry about that part. I mean, it might mean that it's a lot of work at the end, but that if it's something that makes the thing better. Because as you start to get to the end, you start to really take a look at the hunk of clay that you've been sculpting. And you start to see a lot of the blemishes. Now, having said that, you could argue they're writing this out and then doing the layout. So writing it first, having a tight script, and then having a tight layout is superior to the way that I do it. It is, in a sense, that it gets done much faster. And I've never done a book that way. enough, but every time I go in that direction, my work gets more and more efficient. So what's probably best for the third book would be to do a script that's like ironclad, and then a layout that's real tight, and then going in there and then streaming the process of doing the deep detail. Because I think that's probably where the drawings become more interesting. Kitty, bring in my trash can. Bring my trash can. She won't. Let's see. I wonder if this is yeah, it'll work, trust me, because the cat characters are getting more serious. The whole layout is pretty serious. Having Hamder in there with Leica, they're not going to make a lot of appearances. We're meeting them very early on. So this is the beginning of the second book. So this isn't the end of the second book. This is the beginning. So maybe that helps with context too. I'm basically like, I wrote chapter 8, which is like the center of the book. I spent a lot of time on that. And then I had big plot points, and I started building those sets, essentially, things I knew I was going to have. And then I started building things around that. That's why I think the script would make it better. Like, I'm really excited. Honestly, this is going to be my best thing I've ever done. But I'm actually even more excited for the next thing. Because I feel very confident as a storyteller, and I'm going to get more bold about my storytelling techniques, because I have a lot of technical skills, so I can really do whatever I want. I'm not limited. Most filmmakers, traditional filmmakers, and it's been like this since film school got popular, like back in the, I don't even think it would be the 70s, 60s and 70s, maybe in California, but around the country, I don't think film school got really popular until like the 90s, when Clerks came out and they made that 16 millimeter black and white movie, and that guy got famous. That inspired an entire generation that I would say I probably spawned from that same kind of culture that existed in my hometown, to just get a godforsaken video camera together and make a movie. Now, having said that, they make film schools around that, and it still exists today because education and academia move so slow. You can definitely find, I should be able to talk and draw. You can definitely find institutions that'll take your money. And, let's do an oath here, huh? They'll take your money and they'll keep teaching the same kind of concept. And the concept is make a movie with whatever you have. And it's a pragmatic approach to the process. And that's fine. I don't have any problem with that, but I don't really have that. That's not my position in this world. My position is technically I can pretty much do anything that I want outside of use very, very famous people. I don't have relationships with celebrities, nor have I really tried to get those types of relationships. I think the types of relationships I built were more technical engineering people, people who really know how to do the grunt work. I mean, my parents are working class, so it just made sense for me to move down that path. But I didn't really understand storytelling. I spent a lot of time as a grunt making movies and TV shows and working as a really strong camera operator and stuff like that, and all in the middle of, or all with this concept of knowing that I could draw really well, and I had these artistic instincts, and I knew I could do it, which was kind of crazy. When I stopped working in TV, which was my full-time work, I would tell some of my colleagues, I don't know why I'm so hung up on this. I got to let this go, really, because it doesn't really matter. But I was really surprised. A lot of my colleagues, they were like, wait, what? Because I was like a really good camera operator. It was my reputation through my work. It requires a lot of running. You got to run up and down the fields and stuff. You got to rack focus. You got to follow the game. You got to know the game. It's an interesting skill to have, and I really liked it. But I got really good at that, and then I was like, I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna learn animation. Really, is what I was studying, animation. And people were like, wait, what? What makes you think you can do that? And I was like, oh, I can draw. And they were just like, dude, you just think you can do everything, which is probably the way they saw me approach camera, which was always kind of an odd thing. But I think that in the long run, everyone's pretty cool with it. I probably honestly shouldn't be talking about it. Hell, some of those guys probably watch the stream, or at least will at some point. So, but anyway, yeah, that kind of like worked in my head. But anyway, I digress. Because of my plethora of technical experience, a lot of those filmmakers who are in that Kevin Smith demographic don't have the same I don't have the same limitations they do. So I'm very grateful for that. So my point is, when I do a film, I don't have to look at like, okay, I got an apartment and I could get a permit for this, and I can get, maybe with my actors that I have access to, I would be limited that way, because there are some really great theater actors. None of them would be famous, so I'd have to, the audience wouldn't know who they are, so I'd have to kind of go from what they look like. And so anyway, yeah, no, it's an interesting thing. So really what should happen is his helmet should come up, and then Leica should climb up his helmet. So, yeah. Oh, it's the beginning that changes things. Yeah. This is the beginning. This is an insert to make sure that exposition was developed for the story. So I developed the story and all the big plot points that I wanted. But for the later stuff, the later stuff is already pretty much figured out. I do kind of leave you guys on a cliffhanger again. It's not my ideal, but I had to finish the book up. I mean, it's like 220 pages at this point, and I literally made like another, gosh, what am I working on right now? Like another, what do we got? Added another 3 pages. So yeah, it keeps contracting.
Operated here to daylight. Should have seen this coming. I should have known that under this all these past years you've been building to hate for me piece by piece. I don't even know who you are because you have none of me in you. You're someone else's. This anger, your maliciousness, backwards dealings with me. You're an orphan from a basket in the middle of the desert.
What, kitty? What, you want to play with your little thing?
And I took you for no other reason than I needed a sweet face to buy land. Did you get that? Well, now you know.
Oh, wow. I should start going to stuff like that. What is it, Keith?
Look at me. You're lower than a bastard.
You're lower than a bastard. Oh, shoot.
You have none of me in you. Bastard from a basket.
Just a bastard from a basket.
God.
So I should write some dialogue. You ever thought about doing stop motion animation in Conformity Farm? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I want to do animation for Conformity Farm. That's really what Conformity Farm's for. But you can't sell animation. And YouTube doesn't pay like it used to. YouTube dropped out of paying people. Once they got everyone to come in and start doing work exclusively for their platform, they stopped paying people. Business, man. It's a business. I'm a businessman. And this is a business, man. So yeah, I think about animation all the time. You want to see some Conformity Farm animation? See if I can find anything. Don't bite my feet, kitty. God forsaken. Let's see what we got here. God, I don't even have any of this stuff offhand. Kitty Flens. shoot, what is this? Oh my god, I forgot about this. Oh, wow. This is fantastic.
Mr. Daniel, you've got a visitor.
Wow, this is fantastic. I'm glad I found this.
Wake up, Mr. Daniel. Sir.
I gotta look into some of this stuff. I don't know. I bet there's a bunch of good stuff in here that I haven't pulled open in a while. This is a really good one. I almost published this book without this drawing. Here, let's make it white so you can see it. Look at this. Can you tell what this is? This is Charta captured.
Daniel. Daniel, Plainview, the house is on fire! Brother Daniel.
Man, it might be on another hard drive. I might not have any animation offhand. What do we got? Babel, dump. What is this? Stub. It's work stuff.
I'll make us a drink.
Okay, so Lucy 2. No, there's nothing on there.
Your home is a miracle. It's beautiful. God bless it.
Yeah, when I animate, I do work in color.
Spreading his word far and wide.
Very perceptive, Fujo Bear. You're quite perceptive.
So much travel for him.
Yeah, I might not have anything on this. Content.
I've
What
been
is this?
working in radio. Yes, so much has been happening. To be here and find you.
Oh, here's some stuff.
so
Chunk.
well is wonderful. And we have a chance to catch up.
What does this look like?
One thing's for sure. Love stinks.
That's a test.
No, thank you so much.
I wonder if there's God, do I have any of this? This is good stuff. We could call it Chunk Vlogger taking off. Chunks.
Oh,
Test. Oh god, I know.
my brother. Daniel, my brother, my marriage. We're such old friends. So much time.
Young squirt.
Things go
Oh, here's a test of an animation. Oh, this is very interesting that I'm sharing this actually.
We've seen ups and downs, haven't we?
We've seen ups and downs, haven't we?
Are things down for you right now, Eli?
We call this movie.
No.
This would be what? QuickTime. There we go.
But I do come with some sad news. Perhaps you remember Mr. Bandy.
So there should be music here. So this is storyboard stuff.
It is me, the one, the way. What? And I have chosen you. Oh, look at you. You are so worthy of taking on a task in the monumentous perspective of God, which is me. Oh, Chip, look at me. I am. Isn't it incredible? Am I more beautiful than you ever expected? Chip, my sweet prince. I have chosen you. I would like to request. Why don't you just give me a glass of water? Yes, right there. Give me that tub of water. I'll enjoy that. Yes. No! God damn it! What is this? What is this? Is this full of salt? What is wrong with you? But I think that perhaps it's because you haven't matured. I can see the youth in your eyes. I want to see you grow, my beautiful young squirrel. I want to see you grow into the warrior champion that you were meant to be.
Oh, I should finish this next.
I made you in my image. Organize a community block watch. Just get people in the neighborhood to worship me and make sure that they realize that I'm the one, I'm the only way.
You like it?
And get them together, and then from there we shall scale to the states, scale to the continents, and then the world, to be the greatest general of all time, greater than Genghis Khan, greater than Alexander the Great.
Oh yeah, and then they got these characters who sit in the living room and just sleep.
Where I take an individual away where no one's looking and explain to them these very things. I believe in you, young prince. I believe that your success will be so great, even I will barely be capable of fathoming. Clearly, I'm capable of fathoming, but it would go right to the edge of what my capabilities are, and I would say, wow, this is right at the edge of what I could understand, and it's still understandable, though, because I'm all-knowing. Back!
Chip,
And in that time,
great
I will
news.
show you
I just found a Venezuelan trillionaire that is willing to buy all of our salt water. Oh my God. What did you do, Chip? You ruined it. I need you to start mixing all this salt.
God said I'm the chosen one.
And all this water together to make salt water. I know, it's very chemical.
What?
I know, Chip. This is very technical stuff we're talking about here, but if you just do as I say, we'll be good. And then we'll be rich, and we can continue to live here. Isn't that great, buddy?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I can do that. God told me that I gotta scale. Gotta get a scale so I scale.
Okay, so I got a script for this somewhere. I didn't realize I had so much done.
Chip, even though you are my friend, I just have to say you're a huge disappointment to me. But you're still my friend and buddy, so if you could just help me out, clean up this mess, and I'll figure out the rest. Chip, where's the salt water? You inconsiderate little peon! Chip, you fool! That just means that we need to look within to find the answer. Which means that you, Chip, need to make yourself better. Only you can do that.
Check 1, 2.
Oh, there's an owl that comes in. My face is covering it.
Hey, Mr. Rob.
Hey, what's going on, Chip? I got a delivery here. Package for the one and only household. How's it going, buddy? Oh, you seem really upset. What's on your mind?
See, God woke me up this morning and told me that I'm the chosen one and that I have to raise a giant army to take over the whole world.
Oh, wow.
Great Genghis Khan and
Chip,
Alexander.
this is really awkward.
Alexander.
And Chip, you probably don't know this about me, but I'm an atheist, and that means, it means that I don't believe in anything. That's my belief. Yeah, I don't believe in anything. That's the whole crux of being an atheist. And the reason why I'm an atheist is because I know that there is no God, that there's no big guy in the sky controlling everything. I mean, how absurd would that be? And I am an atheist because I know. I just know. I know better. And it is the hardest part about being an atheist is being right. Oh boy, it's complicated and difficult. You know, and if I had a little brain like yours, there's nothingness. There's nothing. It's just that, you know, the sun's going to expand and kill everything you ever knew and loved, and nothing that you do really matters at all. I mean, none of this really matters.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Mr. Owl, because there are things that matter, like my friends, and our happiness, and my loved ones, and butterflies, and sunsets, and also good food. And
I get really perturbed with the reality that us atheists, we spend a lot of time talking about God, and I think that, you know, it hurts the movement, and so
It hurts them.
I believe, and I respectfully decline to respond to anything you say about your silly superstition. Yeah. So I just don't.
This has got to be cut down a lot.
I'd rather talk about things that are important to atheists, like well, hey Chip, I gotta get going.
That's a pretty good joke. Take a shot at atheists. That's funny.
Chip 1, 2. Chip, I've returned.
I forgot how good this was. God, I don't know. When did I do this? 2021?
Chip, I'm so excited to hear from you.
This is actually what I did right after the first book.
I never doubted you once. There were many angels up in heaven who said, no, Chip won't be able to do it. No, Chip is incompetent. Is that thing really alive? And I say, no, I made him in my image. Show me the ledger of all the names of those who joined Community Black Watch.
I was trying to get the RB, and I got some forks for the RB. I mean, I'm definitely going to join the RB. I'm gonna be in the RB, so I'll be the general.
God calls upon Chip to build an army.
Chip, I'm greatly disappointed in this. This is, at this rate, you will never finish raising your army. Perhaps I've put you under too much pressure.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, that might be Chunk coming in. Oh, yeah, then so Chunk comes in and pulls him away. Truck dog, saltwater. Okay, so what it is, the problem is that God and Chunk's roommate are trying to get him to they're both keeping him busy. And this is probably where the cop, so this is a clip from another movie where I was like, I'll animate this. This is probably what slowed me down. This would take me like a year to animate, probably. You know what I'll have to do? I'll have to edit a version for Patreon and then edit a version for YouTube, because I don't think that is a YouTube-friendly video. I don't think you can talk about religion like that on YouTube. You might be able to, but I think it would get flagged. It'd be better off to just... All right, cool. There it is. So there was some sort of... do I have the script for this? I wonder where I could find... Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to comb through this. I think this should be the next project I do, especially since it's already pretty much done. There's a ton of the materials already done. And my buddy who I do the writing with, or do the voiceovers with, he's got a mic and everything. He'd probably be ready to go at any time. So it could be pretty good. But the thing is, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm trained in doing animation. That's like really definitely what I want to be doing. But it's ridiculously labor intensive and there's no payoff. That's why I switched to graphic novels. So graphic novels is a genre that I can be in, and so I am. Chips. Might need to edit it. I don't know how YouTube goes, but it was amazing the way it was. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely... Bob's here! The art style is so cool. Thanks. I try to do as much stuff as I can by hand, which, interesting enough, in 2024 ended up being a really brilliant move with all the AI coming out. Because you can tell when something's AI. AI is like a new artist. It's almost like the best artist in the world, essentially. There's this like one computer mind that kind of generates this very similar kind of style, and it's really good. But if you do as much as you can by hand, that's like what the art is. And so animation... Like, think about it. Disney stopped drawing animation in the 90s. Well, I guess they did a couple just to say they did it. But there aren't teams of animators, like, working and doing this stuff by hand. Like, there's going to be another century where they think that Walt Disney's, like, the most amazing ever. What is it, kitty? You just want attention? She don't like it when I'm talking to the computer. How was the background made? No, the background's an oil painting. It's not a secret. I painted that with oils. So it's animation, hand-drawn animation, some puppet animation, which is motion cap animation, and then I oil paint things. So I oil paint them and I kind of South Park animate them. And so I just kind of mix all these kind of rudimentary styles together. And I'm excited with AI because I think that AI is going to be able to... what in the world? I think that AI is going to be able to make it a lot easier, in my opinion. Yeah, it's very similar. I think those guys are way farther along than I am, but I would say that if I was on this journey more intensely, they would be more of my contemporaries. Smiling Toad. But I think that's an insult to them to call them my contemporaries. But hopefully in a few years, I can get enough stuff out. I got some cool plans. I wonder how many more hours it would take to finish Chips. That's a funny... I was watching it. It's pretty funny. The whole owl having the conversation about God, and clearly God exists in the show. I actually kind of want to watch that again. Let's pull that back up. You guys care if I watch that again? We're not going to watch the whole thing, obviously. But I want to pull out that part with... No, that's not how we're going to do this. Chunks, or it might be Chip TV. Chunks 2. Or episode 1. Go for it. Cool. Scene 2. Song. There's got to be... What's the most up-to-date version of Chunk? Let's put it in order of type or date created. And then we want to do MOV. No, these are probably scenes that need to be assembled, composited. Final. No. See, these are things that needed to be assembled, I think. Instaclip? No. Is this the owl clip that I had for social media? The nice thing with social media is that they can fill in the bottom. Yeah, so this whole scene, I could probably cut this down a lot and basically keep everything that I have and kind of start the story. So the idea is that Chip is this is actually kind of a dark story. Chip is being held in the attic and he's got degenerates on the first floor. And this is actually a childhood house. And Chip's being used, but out of nowhere, God comes to Chip, which makes sense because in most stories, that's who the hero really is the kid who sleeps under the stairway. Okay, let's get this right. What is this? This is QuickTime? What is this? Yeah, it's QuickTime Owls Reel. There we go. So this is... There we go. So then we can all watch this. So this is that one scene again. This is a minute. So with AI, I can get the top and bottom in there.
What's going on, Chip? I got a delivery here. Package for the one and only household.
I could probably cut this into episodes and put it on TikTok too.
What's on your mind?
See, God woke me up this morning and told me that I'm the chosen one and that I have to raise a giant army and take over the whole world.
Oh, wow. Chip, this is really awkward.
And
Chip, you probably don't know this about me, but I'm an atheist. I respectfully decline to respond to anything you say about your silly superstition. I'd rather talk about things that are important to atheists, like, hey, Chip, I gotta get going. Chips and chips.
Yeah, I like that. Just 1 minute. This might be a good teaser. I guess I don't have to make another one.
Come on, Chip. I got a delivery here. Package for the one and only household. How's it going, buddy? Oh, you seem really upset. What's on your mind?
Saltwater versus sticks.
Not the chosen one, that I have to raise a giant army to take over the whole world.
Oh, wow.
Great things counter
See, Chip,
Alexander.
this is really awkward.
Alexander.
And Chip, you probably don't know this about me, but I'm an atheist. I respectfully decline to respond to anything you say about your silly superstition. I'd rather talk about things that are important to atheists, like, hey, Chip, I gotta get going. Chips.
Saying chips, 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 saying chips, chips, chips. So yeah, we could pull that in. That could be a good teaser. So I think what I could do is I could probably look at what I got and all the notes that I have. Oh, this is interesting that we even started this. And I could probably do something with this. There's a lot of footage here. So I could probably cut it into a fun little short without doing too much. Like maybe get it done in a few days without trying to make it too complicated. Because I feel like what happens is I'm always making things more complex. And it slows me down. Let's see if we got any other stuff. Chips, 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 chips and chips, 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 chips and chips. God, I'd have to look at another hard drive. Oh, and then there's also the 2 tree animations. No, sappy. 2 trees. Oh, come on. There's got to be a better one. No. It's funny, I should have just finished the one instead of going to the next one. I don't know why I had such a hard time finishing projects. I think one of the things that really held me back psychologically was that I was worried that they weren't going to be that good. And so I didn't want anybody to judge them. So I'd get so close to finishing, I'd be like, kind of already enjoy it. It's kind of where the book could be right now. I think I'm like overcoming some internal issues. Let's see. Cat, stop biting me. I don't like the bite. I don't like the bite. Stop biting me, please. 2 trees. Tree 1, tree 2. No, I guess that's it. Well, there's got to be a full clip of 2 trees. Come on now. You know, I might have been trying to finish it. Chunks. God, I have so much stuff in here. Yeah, I think after this next book, Conformity Farm is just going to be animation. Would you still support Conformity Farm? That's the real question. Or would I have to start over? Let's see. Well, the animation on oil painting was really cool looking. 10 out of 10. Ah, what a review. What a review. Yeah, I might not be on this. This is 1 leg. Is this 2 trees as well? Oh, this is the first book. Oh my goodness. Is there anything else in here? Yeah, it would definitely be 2022. No, I guess not. Yeah, I don't want to dig anymore. But back to the book. So this is cool. I didn't have this before. This would be good. This would actually be chapter... What chapter is this in? I really need to comb through these back hard drives. Chapter... You are a truly great artist, honestly. Can't wait to see more. Wow. That's a very nice thing to say. So I think this Charta falling would be the siege. It would be at the end of the siege. This is interesting because this actually could be a good scene for Leica to join into. Is there a splat for this? Yeah, so they basically crucify him. Let's put him in let's put him in scene 9 then. Chips, 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 chips and chips, chips, chips. Natural selection. Wait, am I missing something in here? Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's try it like this. Where'd it go? Where did they go? Where's that video that's going viral right now? Scram! She doesn't want to talk to you. No, don't save. All right, where are we at here? Where are we at? Let me at 'em. Let me at 'em. Chips, 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 chips and chips. Do you watch Smiling Friends? That's the real question.
Passed on to the Lord. He lived to be 99 years old. God bless him. Mr. Bandy has a grandson. Have you met his grandson?
Oh, do you? Okay, cool.
William Bandy is one of the finest members we have at the Church of the Third Revelation. He's eager to come to Hollywood to be in movies. He is very good looking.
He is very good looking.
And I do think he will have success.
What is it, kitty?
Would you like me to speak with him?
Yeah, funny and crazy. Yeah. It's good stuff, though. It takes a while before you get on Adult Swim. You got to do a lot of stuff before you end up on Adult Swim, because a lot of those people are Newgrounds animators, and they would like animate for a little while and then quit and then come back and quit.
I'd be happy to work with you.
Yes, of course, that's wonderful.
But there is one condition for this.
What is it, kitty? What? What? You just want to play. You just want to play. That's all you want to do is play. Quit biting me. Quit biting me.
I'd like you to tell me that you are and have been a false prophet.
A false prophet.
That God is a superstition.
And that God is a superstition. I cannot tell you that.
But that's a lie. It's a lie. I cannot say it.
Okay, so I think we've got as far as we need to from this portion of the story. So this fills in a lot of stuff. So let's save this. So the Leica story has been developed. I did that, what I needed. The crash site, Charta's dinner. We actually developed some of Charta's dinner. We didn't do the mud pillow chained. Let me make sure my notes are right.
That's only fair.
That's only fair. I didn't do the crash site either. It's the Leica story.
False prophet, and God is a superstition. That's what you believe, then I will say it.
Say it like you mean it.
Daniel.
Say it like it's your sermon. Don't smile.
I am a false prophet. God is a
Why don't you
superstition.
stand up? Put your glass down.
I am a false prophet. God is a
Eli,
superstition.
stop. Just imagine this is your church.
Imagine this is your church.
I am a false prophet.
Why don't we highlight this page a little bit better?
A false prophet. God is a superstition.
Can't hear you at the back.
I am a false prophet. God is a superstition. I am a false prophet. God is a superstition. I am a false prophet. God is a superstition.
Those areas have been drilled. Those areas have been drilled. Yes, it's called drainage, Eli. I own everything around it, so of course I get what's underneath it.
But there are no derricks there. This is the bandy track. Do you understand?
Do you understand, Eli? That's more to the point. Do you understand? I drink your water. I drink it up. Every day, I drink the blood of lamb from Bandy's tract. You can sit down again.
You can sit down. He tells him you can sit down. That's hilarious.
I'm in desperate time.
I know.
I need a friend.
Yes, of course you do.
I've sinned. I need help. I'm a sinner. I've let the devil grab hold of me in ways I never imagined. I'm so full of sin.
The Lord sometimes challenges us, doesn't he, Eli?
Yes, he does. Daniel, yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
He's completely failed to alert me to the recent panic in our economy. And this, I must have this. I must have this. My investments have. Daniel, I won't bore you, but if I could grab the Lord's hand for help, I would. But he does these things all the time, these mysteries that he presents, and while we wait for his word.
But you're not the chosen brother, Eli. It was Paul who was chosen. You see, he found me and told me about your land just a fool.
Why are you talking?
I did what your brother
Don't
couldn't.
say
I
this to
broke
me.
you and I beat you. It was Paul told me about you. He's the prophet. He's the smart one. He knew what was there and he found me to take it out of the ground. You know what the funny thing is? Listen. I paid him $10,000 cash in hand. Like that. He has his own company now. Prosperous little business, 3 wells producing, $5,000 a week. Stop crying, you sniveling ass. Stop your nonsense. You're just the afterbirth, Eli. Slithered out on your mother's filth. They should have put you in a glass jar on a mantelpiece. Where were you when Paul was suckling at his mother's teat? Where were you? Who was nursing you, poor Eli? One of Bandy's salves? That land has been had. Nothing you can do about it. It's gone. It's had.
If you would just take this lease, Daniel.
Drainage! Eli, you boy. Drain dry. So. If you have a milkshake, and I have a milkshake, and I have a straw, there it is. That's a straw. See? Watch it. My straw reaches across the room and starts to drink your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
Don't bully me, Daniel.
Did you think your song and dance and your superstition would help you, Eli? I am the third revelation. I am who the Lord has chosen.
I'm your old friend, Daniel. Help me! Help me! Save me!
I am the third revelation. I am the third revelation. I told you I would eat you.
We're family.
I told you I would eat you up.
We're brothers. We're brothers. We're brothers. Daniel, please forgive me. I beg you. Please. I beg you.
Mr. Daniel?
Mr. Daniel?
I'm finished.
A little bit better. I wonder if this stream gets tagged. Let's see. No? Looks like the Matrix is definitely owned up, though. Oh, we're back on rounders. All right. All right, so we got this one. We're kind of losing it a little bit. These backgrounds aren't in here yet, so we're not getting a feeling of the environment. But this, I guess this can go. Yeah, there's nothing special here. I don't know. I like some of the early drawings, though. Sometimes you can save some of the early drawings. I think what we got to do next is, yeah, we need to take this one.
Match. The size of your stack is almost as important as the quality of your cards. I chopped one of his legs out in the first hand. Now all I have to do is lean on him until he falls over.
Lean on him, rock with him. Lean with him, rock with him. Bob out. See you later, Bob. Might be my favorite lurker. Bob's always like, I'm here. All right, I'm out. Hey, everybody, I'm here. Now I'm out. So you always know Bob's presence. The YouTube Bob.
Jack, on the turn, you got lucky there.
Oh, dude, imagine how much more fun the streams would be if I'm working on the animation. The only thing is you can't run a video editor and stream at the same time. The computer will crash.
Man, coming in for a quickie.
Coming in for a quickie.
Feel so unsatisfied.
Oh, jeez.
You must feel proud and good.
Proud and good.
To beat the world. You feel fine? Me too. I feel okay.
I feel okay. You must feel proud and good.
Grandma! I thought I smelled it.
I'll take this hours.
Boris, you could let it ride, Mike. Take your chances. You could let this happen, Grandma?
Sure, partner. He still has till morning to make good.
You know what? I got my $5 grand here. That's just fine by me. I'm going home.
Fine. It's a funny joke anyway. After all, I am paying you with your money.
What'd you say?
Your money. I am still up 20 grand from this last time I stick it in you.
They're trying to goad me. Yeah, trying to own me.
Trying to own me.
This isn't a gunfight. It's not about pride or ego. It's only about money.
What do we got going on here?
Believe me,
I don't know. You know, I need to start earlier. Do you animate on Photoshop? No, sometimes I do. The shot where what's this, Chip?
Deal.
The shot where Chip puts like the salt in the bag, that's hand drawn animation. Sometimes I hand draw, but no, I mostly animate in screen capture, where you basically build puppets and then you animate through face recognition.
You must be kicking yourself for not walking out when you could. The judgment. Well, don't you worry, son. It will all be over soon.
Yeah, oil painting streams could be cool. If I really need the backgrounds, I might do that. I'm not against it. It wouldn't take that long. All right, I'll consider doing that. I would record video. I would record voices on here, but I could not edit or build animation at the same time. Those programs are just so graphics card intensive. And it's really, you know what I'd have to do? I'd have to cut the webcam. And the webcam is like what people love the most. I think that's what in the data that I have, it's the one thing that's like caused the uptick in my streams, because I used to stream without a camera. I don't know if you used to watch then, but hey Key, my biggest fear is running you over with a wheel. I don't want to do that. You want to call it a night, Kitty? We might have to. I just don't want to do any of these all-nighters. Not because I don't want to, but because I know that it doesn't matter if I pull an all-nighter right now. I just have to keep working long hours. If I was just about to be done, the question is, how close am I to getting done? So chapter 1 is doing pretty well. Chapter 2 is doing much better. Maybe tomorrow I should work on chapter 6 and chapter 9 and chapter 13 and get those to the next level. And then, yeah, I'll just keep attacking them. But I kind of delay a little bit too much. I have trouble getting started. Why would you lay that down? I feel like I couldn't post chips on YouTube. I think I'd have to post it on Patreon.
The Mr. Son of a Beach.
Son of a beach.
Play some cards.
The rule is this.
Are you using like an old PC or something? Need an upgrade? I don't think so. Well, yeah, clearly I need an upgrade, but this isn't. No, this is a 10-core processor. What I'm doing is I got a tablet. I have an ultra-wide monitor. I have another laptop on the side. Like, this is very intensive stuff. But also, I think it's having the 2 monitors and having those things open at the same time. Also, streaming is very hard on your computer. You know, there's a lot of people out there that can't stream. They don't even have the hardware. Anyway, I see myself kind of dawdling. I'm gonna let this stuff go. Let's make sure this is in the right area. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. Try to get started early tomorrow. You know, I was doing this thing to myself. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym early in the morning. So, and then I didn't. And then, yeah, it was a weird day today. But it was all right. The stream was okay. It might be like my mental ability to stay focused. Save. We'll go this way. Got the best of the best W stream. Oh, another stream win. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Streams are getting better. We're getting better stuff out there. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've been watching other people stream on YouTube and realizing like this stream is all right. It's just going to take some time. Anyway, thank you, my loyal listeners, and everyone in the future who's looking back at the past. Thank you for watching as well. I got movies in the background. Comment something, tell me when you watched it. I don't know. Say something. And it gets the algorithm going too anyway. All right, y'all.